This video is going to be about the corrosion problems I've encountered during my car exploitation, and also I'm gonna show you how I solved them. As I've already mentioned earlier, this is a 6 years old car. It has galvanized body, it's always been well treated, but out of nowhere the rust came out under the boot lid. And I've also found small rusty points under the doors, as I actually thought without more detailing research. The corrosion was found under the front doors and under the back right door. The only one door which remained intact was the back left door due to its infrequent use. Now let me show you what kind of mess I found under the sealant. A thick paint coating is one of the main reasons why corrosion started. On this picture you can see clearly zinc layer. Once again, that confirms that galvanization is not panacea for corrosion process. Sealant drying out leads to its cracking, which causes the leak-proofness losing. That's why corrosion starts from that point. So I had to solve this problem by using degreaser, rust converter, epoxy primer, acrylic paint and the base coat. Before I start, I will first remove rubber door seal. Actually, it's not really necessary. The next step is rust sanding. That was the best result I've managed to get. Some sources claim that corrosion process occurs in this pocket. I don't want to check it due to a short period of exploitation. Also, I don't want to deform the door's edge. If rust reappears after a while, I will have to flare this pocket. And of course I'm gonna inform you about that. A little bit of theoretical part. This is a layer-by-layer scheme of a car body on example of my car. If damage will not affect steel layer, nothing is going to happen. Once steel layer enters in contact with an atmosphere, the corrosion process begins. And unfortunately, we are able to see that only when the rust comes out on the surface. In the meanwhile, the real damaged area of steel happens to be bigger than we expected. Our goal is to try to remove away all the rust we can. It doesn't matter how hard you try, there are always small rusty cavities which are difficult to reach. The best results can be reached by using the sandblast. Anyway, small rusty particles sometimes are difficult to be revealed, and I can assure you that missed small rusty particles may restart the corrosion process if you won't use the correct chemistry. Let's take a look at acrylic primer. It has the porous structure, that's why vapor and air can easily infiltrate this type of primer. And that may restart the corrosion process. But the rust will be revealed in the other areas. That's why this type of primer should be applied only on clean, chemically intact surface. Epoxy primer forms an isolation layer for vapor and air. That's why the corrosion process is not able to continue without this condition. Edge primer is affecting the same way, but due to its components such as hydrochloric acid, it helps to neutralize the corrosion process. With the help of zinc ions, this primer regains the zinc layer. But that's only in theory. So after sanding everything, I'm gonna apply hydrochloric acid in 2 or maybe 3 layers. "20 minutes later, I degreased everything. Here comes the epoxy primer. Now the acrylic paint. And the base coat. Don't forget to follow the instruction about time intervals between different agents. The next day, I applied transparent anti-gravel to create a defensive layer. Don't forget to keep your windows in raised position when you are doing that. The same procedure has been performed to a boot lid. Thanks for watching.